Conquerors, Warriors. Welcome into another edition of the Front Seven Rush Show. I'm your man, Vince Ingram. My superstar producer, big time, Bijan Kelly.
Yo, bling blow.
What's up, BJ?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing good, man. I'm doing real good.
All right.
Doing real good, man.
What's up?
Good to see you, bro.
It's good to see you too.
Cool.
Has it been that long?
Seems like it's been a while, man.
Oh.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Seems like it's been a while. Maybe not.
I don't know. We saw each other Wednesday, right? We had a Wednesday show.
We did, yeah.
Yeah.
What's the day? Monday? Yeah,
Yep.
we had a Wednesday show. Yeah. Well, man, we're gonna get right in it, man. If it's okay with you, we're gonna jump right in it.
It's okay with me.
Cool. The lovely, how you doing? Again, if you're on there, if you if you can hear our voice and you're checking us out, please do us a favor, give us a shout out, give us a hey, give us a what's up. We appreciate it. Just to so we can acknowledge everybody. We really appreciate it. And
yes,
as you come in, if you happen to stumble by, we like you to follow Front Seven Rush on TikTok as well. We really appreciate that. Jimmy Rice, what's up, Jimbo?
What is up?
Man, Bodine said he's trying to get some pictures of y'all. Y'all won't send him no pictures, man. So he talking to me about that, man. Couple couple days ago, and I told him, "Hey, man, f those guys." I'm telling y'all exactly what I said. I said, "Man, f those guys. We're not chasing nobody. If they don't want to send you no pictures, they can go to HELL, and that's it, man. And that's it." He was like, "All right, cool." I said, "Man, we ain't got. I mean, we're not chasing nobody who don't. Obviously, if they not sending no pictures, they don't want to be in. They don't want to be in whatever you're doing. And I mean, it's just it just is what it is. It is what it is."
Who's he asking pictures from?
He said he reached out to you. He reached out to
Man, when he
he
reach out.
reached out to one of my partners. He reached out to my cousin, and they not getting
Mm,
back with him. They not responding. Or they responding and saying, I'll get it to you and not getting it to you. But at the end of the day, man, it's cool, man. I mean, I'm cool. I'm really cool. I'm just trying to get him to where he is where he says his say, "Hey, man, we just gonna go with what we got." My thing is coming from a team background and an athletic background, man. When somebody get hurt on the field, it's the next man up. And if we ain't got nobody to go, we go with the skeleton crew we got, and that's it,
I
man.
guess so.
It's But he's just like, man, I'm just me. I call so and so. I'm reaching out to some, bro. Man, I'm making one call. That's it. I
I
ain't
did. I
calling you.
did get a text from him. I just checked. I got a text from him back in August, and he asked me to send him a photo of me in some front seven rush gear. And I don't know. I never.
August. What is the hell is it? This ain't
Yeah,
me.
yeah,
August of 2022.
yeah, yeah.
Wow. Wow. Hey, man. Hey, look, man. I just want to say that it is what it is. We done with it. We moving on.
He should have access to the to the photo shoot we did, right?
Who? Me?
Bodine, Bodine.
Nah, he ain't got no access to that.
I mean,
Hell,
through you.
I don't even know where that's at.
Oh, me
I
neither.
mean, but I know I got pictures of with front seven rush gear on. I know
That's
I
all
wear
I got.
front seven rush gear all the time, so he could just pull pictures off of anywhere. You know what I mean? But I mean,
Yeah,
it's cool though. It's cool. We just gonna roll what we got,
I'm just gonna
and
distill a photo.
that's just what it is. But anyway, I just made me think about that because Jimmy actually tried to send a picture, but he had the writing across his. So he sent a picture, but the damn, how they had the watermarks. The girl had the watermark.
Oh, I thought you were about to say he had a signed shirt or something.
No, he had the watermarks across his chest.
Yeah,
Of
yeah, you can't use that.
whatever that her company was that did that video shoot that time. And I don't know, man. I don't know how to get it off of there. You know what I'm saying? I think you gotta. I
Mm.
don't know, cause hell, I paid for the doggone pictures, man. So I don't know.
I think her website is down. I don't know, cause she would do it on and off. So
Oh, okay.
that's what I found out when I talked to her. It was a side thing she'd do on and off. So the
Right.
website where she had the photos, it's not up right now.
But I'm sure he could throw on a jacket and a shirt and let somebody, a stranger, you can let a stranger walking down the street take a picture.
That's true.
I'm just saying, man.
That's
I was just saying, it ain't rocket scientist,
I
man.
mean, typically we don't have guys asking us to send photos of ourselves. So we just,
But he ain't like asking cause he into you. He asking cause he trying to make a front seven rush video to market our brand. I mean, ain't like he gonna be taking your picture and being like, "Damn, BJ look good as hell in
see,
his shirt."
he
It
should
ain't
have
that.
worded it. He should have worded it like that.
Okay,
Huh.
Bodine. So I guess they thought you gonna be getting off on their pictures, man. I don't know, bro. So I'm just setting the record straight. He trying to make a video with people in front of some rush gear. So there you go. There you go.
Okay,
So
okay.
that's what it is. Listen, BJ, I want to ask you something, man.
Yeah.
Do you know how many people get into relationships and you really like this person, man? And this man and this man and women, men, male or female, you really like this person, but you allow your ego to ruin a good thing. Meaning that how many people get into different things, man, and they actually like somebody, man, but their ego get in the way.
Yeah.
I think it's just, and it probably happens to most, um, which I think it's sad, that our egos play a part in, we just gotta, prove, I don't even know. What do you think, man? You know what I'm talking about. What do you think?
I mean, I agree. You what? You get in a relationship, you have an ego, so let's say that affects you
Communication. There you go.
in arguing. Yeah, so you always think you're right or something, or you hate um giving the other person in the relationship like the upper hand, or just being
That right there.
considerate, or what is it not what's the other word, not sacrificing, but you hate compromising.
I guess that's not what I'm saying.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
not saying, um, what I'm saying is, this is what I'm saying. No matter who's right or wrong, but you like this person, but you say to yourself, I'm not going to be the first one to make the apologize move. That's kind of what I'm saying.
uh
You did what I'm
okay,
saying? And,
I
and
get
then
what you're saying.
that turns worse because there's no communication. Nobody's talking because he's saying the hell with you and she's saying the hell with you, and I ain't saying nothing, and she's saying I ain't saying nothing, and it just kind of goes down the tubes, man. That's what I'm talking about.
I mean, that's kind of what I meant though. Like, let's say you're in an
Yeah.
argument and like you don't compromise,
Hmm.
you don't let them you don't be the bigger man, which being the bigger man is kind of technically being humble. So it's like being
Right.
the smaller.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
don't know. I get what you mean. I get
Do
what you
you
mean.
think it's an upper hand thing though?
I think it's an upper hand thing because it's like you have to put this person on a pedestal of respect
Hmm.
to say, hey, let me come to you, bare myself and
Right.
apologize or whatever, even if I don't feel like I'm wrong. So it's
Right.
like you got to put that person to a high esteem, I think.
Right. What do you think about the people who can't admit guilt, man?
Can't admit guilt.
Can't admit a guilt, hold themselves accountable, like refuse to hold themselves accountable for any wrongdoing.
Um, let's see. If they refuse to hold themselves accountable, what do I think about them?
The people that just don't come out and say, you know what, I jacked up, my bad.
I think it's damaging. Um,
What do you think about that person as a person?
I think they're not very mature. I don't think they're very developed. I think self-awareness is a big point of maturity, I
Of
think.
being
So,
being a grown up,
yeah,
being mature.
being mature, yeah, being an adult. So,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I agree. I agree. It's just kind of all is in that same little circle. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's all in that same circle, man. And what ultimately happened is those people will, at the end of the day, they'll probably end up crashing and burning because, and then you'll find out later, man, that probably the best person I ever had, or ever will ever have. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
you let that ruin it. That ego and all of that get in the way. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I agree. Someone could be like really helpful,
Mm-hmm.
really beneficial to you, giving you game, let's say.
Mm-hmm.
And and you disrespect them by never holding your side of the relationship,
Mhm.
respectfully taking accountability, things like that. So,
Right.
yeah, yeah,
Right.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Okay. What's up, man? What's up, Herb? That's my boy, man. That's my boy. So
Jimmy
yeah,
Earl
man. I
Lee.
totally agree, man. I totally agree. Um, but I guess that's just what it is. A lot of stuff has been ruined because of that, man. Because of it. Yeah.
Yeah, ego,
Hmm.
big,
Ego.
big, big relationship killer. That's the point, right?
Yeah.
Ego.
Yeah. Big relationship killer, man. Big, nobody wants to swallow their pride and make it work. Big relationship killer.
Yeah,
Sad. It's sad, man, but
it
it
is.
is what it is. It is what it is. Um, would you spend 2,500? You had a daughter, 1 year old. How much would you? Do you think you had a daughter, 1 year old? Do you think 2,500 is a bit much to spend on a 1 year old birthday party? $2,500.
Are you going out of town?
I don't know. I don't care. The kid is 1 year old,
And
and it's you spending 2,500 on this party.
um, 2,500 including flight tickets.
The
Cause I
kid is
can't.
1 year old, man.
Maybe
What does this kid remember at one?
nothing.
Who is the trip for? What are you
Mm.
talking about? Flight tickets? Who is it
No
for?
flight tickets to come see the baby or to bring the baby to other family members. On a party. No,
It's the child's
no,
birthday.
I can't do it, man. 2,500.
2,500. So, do you know how many ladies, man, will spend that type of money on their 1 year old birthday party? I'm just using one, 5, 3, 5, 7, 8, whatever birthday parties. Jimmy, would you
That's a
spend
problem.
2,500 on 1 year old birthday party? I just want to know, man. I just want to know.
Would you? Would you?
And what do you do when your lady argues you down and tell you, I'm gonna do it anyway?
See, to me, that sounds like a problem. For a 1-year-old, I really don't think we need to do much, but just tell people, hey, if you want to come by and see little guy, little man, little, baby girl or whatever on her birthday, she'll be here
Yeah.
drinking her same milk that she been drinking and chilling in the same clothes that she been chilling in because she gets new stuff every other week anyways.
Right.
Yeah, yeah, nah, I don't. Maybe a toy, okay, it's because it's a birthday, so symbolically, you may get like a few upgrades to her toys, upgrade from the colors to the alphabet. You know what I mean? Like,
But it ain't gonna be 2,500 worth.
it'll be like 25.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Eric say no, sir. You know, I seen this guy on video, man. He was arguing back and forth with his girl, and she was like, "You ain't gotta come,"
Oh,
and he was like, "No, it ain't about me not coming,
she uninvited him.
bro. They together. It's not like he baby daddy. They together, and she using money out of their account,
No.
and she was like, yeah, that's my baby. Yeah. You can't put price on that.
Yeah, you
2,500.
can. You can put a price on it. You can put a limit.
Yeah. 2,500, man, on a 1 year old birthday party. The lovely. You spend 2,500 on a birthday party for a 1 to 5 or 7, 8 year old?
Nope.
2,500. I don't even think I spent
Nope.
2,500 on a 15-year old.
Mm-mm. They ain't happening.
What can you do for that kind of bread for a birthday party?
They spend that, more than that actually at like a quince, you know. Um,
Really?
yeah, at a quinceañera.
Hmm.
Yeah.
But that's a big deal, right? That's when they
That
turn
is
what,
a big
13,
deal.
16?
I believe that's 15. Yeah. I believe quinceañera is 15.
Mm-hmm.
Quince. Forsaken. Yeah. Anyways,
No, man. No.
they spend thousands for that. But that's different. That's like a whole ballroom. You wear dresses. It's formal. It's a formal party for
Yeah.
someone coming of age, right?
Yeah.
Not a 1 year old.
Now see, that's something different. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? You won. You gonna ball some weenies, man. Well, I mean, they won. So the
You don't got
partner's
to do
gonna
any of
be
that.
one.
Yeah. See,
Or
and the thing is, you don't want to invite a lot of people and make it a big thing because then y'all will just have your own party. It won't
yeah,
be about the 1 year old. The 1 year
yeah.
old's party is really gonna last
The
an
1 year
hour.
old in the bathroom in the back room sleep.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. So 1 year old can really only party for an hour. So just do like a play date in the park with a
Hmm.
little gate around about 7 1 year olds. And they
Right.
can all, mingle and
And
cry and then
got
go
the
home.
ball right there, maybe some blocks or something.
Maybe a puppy,
And yeah.
So one of them has a puppy. I'm not getting a
Nah,
puppy for
not
a
1 year
1 year old.
old. The puppy gonna be too aggressive with him, probably. You
Probably.
what up? What up? What up, Sam? Hey, Vosh, I gotta text you after this show. Yeah. So, yeah, man. 1 year old birthday party, $2,500.
What did it look like? We got pictures of it?
Now, and no pictures. I mean, he was just arguing back and forth with his lady, and she was like, you know, um, yeah, I'm doing it. And he was like, nah, man, you don't, I mean, but she was just throwing his what he was saying right out the window, pretty
Hmm.
much telling him,
Hmm.
you don't want, you ain't got to come. And he
Wait a
was like,
minute. Um, this is kind of in the same context, but kind of out of it. You were talking about a $2,500 1 year old's birthday party.
mhm.
I tried looking that up, and instead, what I found was the most expensive party ever thrown. And guess where this party was thrown?
What was it for? A 1 year old?
No, no, no. Just guess where it was thrown. This definitely wasn't a 1 year old. I don't even think it was a birthday party. I think it was just a party for like let's see, for a country or something.
Oh, maybe
Guess
Dubai,
guess where it was. Yeah,
Vegas.
exactly. Exactly. Now it wasn't exactly Dubai, but it was in the Middle East
Hmm.
because we know how they get down over there.
Right.
So apparently in 1971, the Shah of Persia flew in 18 tons of food to celebrate his country's 2500th anniversary and his own glory.
Mm.
I bet they had a lot of wasted food.
Oh
18
yeah,
tons of food. Ooh,
18 tons. Wow.
18 tons.
You know how many people they could have fed with that, man?
Man. So let's see. Apparently, uh, let's see if I can see anything else from that party. Because that's the headline. I'm not really trying to read all this. I was just hoping I could throw in something cool.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to read through anything boring. Um okay. So this party, that's all I got. All right, 18 tons of food, 1971 in Persia.
18 tons of food in 1971.
In 1971, that was recently. Yeah.
That wasn't recently, man.
I mean, 60
That was over
years.
53 years ago.
It was, yeah, close to 60 years. Yeah.
That's crazy.
That's close.
Mm.
I
That
couldn't
is
imagine
crazy.
it. I don't even know
No,
what that looked like.
I don't either, bro. I mean, who want to? Well, I guess he threw it for the whole country.
Yeah, but I mean, how big is the country over there?
Man, what
Y-
kind of bread he got, man? Be throwing
Oh,
party for like that?
I mean, he's a Shah, whatever a Shah is. I think that's like a monarch of Iran, a title of the former monarch of Iran.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, yeah, emperor, king. That's basically what that is, king.
Mm-hmm. That Joe got some bread, man, or had some bread. That's crazy. That's crazy. Well, anyway, Uh, Irv was the only one said he wouldn't spend 2,500. Well, the lovely said that's ridiculous. The child won't remember the part at that age. So the lovely and Irv don't want to say they wouldn't spend 2,500 on a 1 year old birthday party. I guess everybody else would. Me and you saying hell no, but I guess everybody else would. So
Sounds like it.
yeah, that's what it is. We got a lot of ballers on here, man. A lot of ballers, man.
2,500. I'm just trying to imagine. Okay, let's say I buy a horse. Okay, let's say I'm like, yeah, I want to put my 1 year old in front of a pony, and then I get, that's right. That right there is probably like 800 to 1,000 or something like that, right?
You ain't buying now. You ain't buying the pony. You just renting it.
Yeah, but the handler comes with it, right?
Right, right.
Mm,
Yeah, that's probably 800.
I
You
don't
right.
know. I don't know what else. Man, what can you get a? I mean, I guess you could get like about $300 in clothes, but that would be hard to do for a 1 year old. That's a lot. Oh no, you get like little luxury things. Yeah, get your 1 year old some Louis Vuitton, little booties. You
Mm,
know,
word.
yeah, yeah, some luxury gifts. All
Irv
right,
said,
cool.
Irv said, go back to you need to know who you dating or land with. With y'all need to be on the same page. Yeah, exactly, man.
Yeah, gotta be
Exactly.
on
This
the
dude
same
done
page.
just put this baby in this chick, and he probably didn't know, damn, what came with it.
Yeah.
But you know, a lot of women, man, they will fight that tooth and nail because they feel like that you can't put no limit on that. You know, like I'm not a big deal of the private school thing. I'm
Why is
not.
that? Why is that?
Well, because I mean, myself went to public school, and my siblings went to public school, and I know a lot of people went to public school is just doing just great in life. You know,
Do you know
but
anyone that's gone to private school?
yeah, I know some private school people that went to private school, and I mean they ain't doing no better than the ones who went to public school. But
Is there any difference?
nah, none that I see.
Mm.
But you have some people that insist on their kids. Well, man, my kid going to private school or charter school, or I get that, man. Trust me, I get it. I get it. I get it. But when you know fighting with your spouse behind it, and or when you one either fighting with your spouse behind it because he's saying she don't need to go to private school, or you barely can afford it. That's another thing. But to just to
Hmm.
be able to say,
Hmm.
my child goes to so and so school, and it's
S-
$1,800 a month.
So you're talking about like people with a normal amount of income then.
Yeah, yeah. These
Okay.
people I know with normal income. I mean, what? Um, Middle class,
Right, right, right.
50,
So
40, 50, 60,000 a year type people.
so when you were raising your kids, if you were sitting on a quarter of a billion, 250 million plus in your bank account, and you got millions coming in every year, is it still public school or is it private school?
Well, it's to me, with me, it's still gonna be public school, but it's probably where we'll be living at. It'll probably be, one of the upper echelon
Right. It's
schools.
basically as secluded or protected or all the benefits of a
Yeah,
private
cause
school
just
from
cause of where we live. But I'm not
right.
gonna be like I'm sitting on this kind of money, so I'm finna send my son or daughter to private school,
Right, right, right.
and I
Okay.
gotta buy a car at 14 so she can drive, or
Hmm.
somebody gotta make sure she get there or whatever.
Yeah.
But if it's in where we live at, that's one thing. I'm not making no special nothing because I don't think that you get no different because as long as you go and you pay attention to what's going on at the school,
Yeah.
you're gonna get the same results. To me.
Yeah. Especially if you try and put them in the best school possible that you can. Right? Because I know over here, um, a lot of my family went to Westfield, and even my girlfriend went to Westfield, and I went to Side Creek, which they're not too far from each other, but
Mhm.
definitely if you live closer to one than the other, you know, that's where your kid's gonna go.
Now
But
those public or private? What?
both public, but
Okay.
completely like different in like
Mhm.
the quality of like teachers and curriculum and things like that.
Mhm.
So like Westfield, you probably not get that good of an education compared to Cypress Creek just because of the teachers and the
Mhm.
standards and like things like that. You know,
Okay.
yeah,
Now, see, I would want that. I wouldn't want to, send. I wouldn't try to send them somewhere where, they barely got books and the
right.
classrooms overcrowded, and the other kids. It's a lot of
Violence
violence
in the
on.
area.
Yeah, yeah, nothing like that.
Yeah.
But like you said, the nicer public schools when every once in a while it might be some kind of little brawl in the hallway.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
cool. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Um, but to make sure that and I'm coming out of 2,000 a month for them to go to you know Beverly Hills High, Beverly Hills prep school. Nah, that ain't happening.
Hey, I don't have kids, and I never put a kid through high school. I didn't put myself through high school. Does high school cost?
Nah, I mean play college taxpayers.
Oh, okay, but public schools, like, it's all free.
Yeah, I mean so to speak.
Well, I
Yeah,
guess activities and school clothes and all that, blah blah blah. But like attendance
yeah,
is
yeah.
free.
Like I
Oh,
said, taxpayers pay for it.
gotcha, gotcha,
So I
gotcha.
mean it's free, but it ain't free. We somebody
Yeah,
still paying for it, but
I hear you.
not unlike your private schools where you actually daddy or mama writing a check
Right.
at the beginning of the semester, like
It's
you in
another
college.
bill.
Yeah,
Ooh.
yeah. And then you get a lot of people with the whole you can't put price on education. Come on, man. Most of that is so the parents can say most of this the bullshit, bull crap people with this bull crap. A lot of these it's the parents, man.
Yeah.
Be on these high horses and I just they like to be sitting at dinner parties and out to lunch with certain people and my son go to so and so. My daughter
Yeah.
want to go here and all that old
Yeah.
crap. Cause people know, you know, people who pay attention to that stuff know.
Right, right, right. That's their world. Um, yeah, I don't know. Thinking about it as a bill now, thinking
Mm-hmm.
about private school as a bill, I guess, you really only pay bills for things that you want to have control over. You want to have a say in.
Mm-hmm.
Otherwise, you would have free housing, free electricity, free all that if you didn't care and didn't want have to have, and you didn't want to have control over the
Right.
quality of it. So,
Right.
or free water, you go drink from a lake or something. But typically you want some amount of control. So so you of course go through a company offering it. So like I guess if I had that much money where I could just, just
Mm-hmm.
go ahead and add on extra bills. I
Yeah.
guess I would try and put my kid into a school that maybe has more trades or like more arts or something cooler, something better than just average public
English,
school.
math, and reading.
Right.
I get it. I get that. Now, when you put it like that, I get that. I get that. Because I guess at these schools, they offer a bit more in their curriculum, maybe. That's what you're saying?
Yeah, yeah, unless it's just like a Catholic private school, then I don't think they would
Okay.
have all that
See,
extra.
I didn't even think about it like that, but when you put it like that, that's a different environment. You know what I
Mm,
mean?
yeah.
That they could possibly learn more skills or whatever
Yeah.
in some of these schools. So yeah, okay. See, that's what I'm saying, man. Accountability, man. To be able to say, you know what, I wasn't even thinking about it like that. I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying. FYI, people, if you're listening, that takes a big person to do that. So many of you jive turkeys can't do that, that it's sad. You know what I mean? You can't come back and say, you know what? I wouldn't even think about it like that. You absolutely right. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Put that in your pipe and smoke it. I'm just saying.
Woo.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Exactly. BJ, I sent you a video, man, on TikTok.
Bam.
Jeannie Ma said this, I thought was brilliant, man. And you will see the little Braxton chick. shaking her head. Now the little Braxton chick don't have nobody, or at the time didn't have nobody. She just broke up with her guy. By the way, the dude name was Vince. Cool guy, just not, While Jeannie Ma has been with my boy, um, he's been with my boy from Atlanta.
I'm hoping you telling me if I'm supposed to fill it in. I don't know.
I just can't remember. My mind drawing a blank. What's the boy name from Atlanta? The Jeezy, man. Jeezy. Young Jeezy?
The rapper?
Yeah, man.
Oh, yeah,
So
Young
she was
Jeezy.
Jeezy, man. She was Jeezy, but she said this, and it's short, to the point, sweet. We gonna listen to it, and we gonna talk about it, man, cause it's a real thing, man. But the love said most of that stuff is just for the adults, and the children can care less. Exactly, like I said earlier. Absolutely, the love. You're absolutely right. Absolutely right. Bodine, what's up, cuz? Bodine be chiming in, dumping out, man. Yeah, play this video real quick, man. It's a quick little video. I totally agree with what she's saying. You can see how the little Braxton girl, like, nah. But
You
we
don't
know
agree
her.
at all, huh?
Nah.
There's a lot of that now that there's so much social media influencers. There's a lot of
A lot of it,
opinions
man.
coming out here.
So
And
y'all listen to this video and we're gonna talk about it.
A man is gonna go where he feels like a man. Sometimes, if you don't build up your man and make him feel like a man, even when he's wrong, but you still don't dishonor him, he's gonna stay with you. But if you beat him up, or if you are nasty to him, or you just treat him like trash, he'll go somewhere else to get that.
let's play that one more time.
A man is gonna go where he feels like a man. Sometimes, if you don't build up your man and make him feel like a man, even when he's wrong, but you still don't dishonor him, he's gonna stay with you. But if you beat him up, or if you are nasty to him, or you just treat him like trash, he'll go somewhere else to get that.
What do you think about that?
Let me tell you, man. She is on, and she said this something old. But let me tell you something, man. It's so true, man. When you have some of these ladies out here, man, that kind of belittles these guys, and they hang around, they stay with these ladies, man, and they even may not be up to par. Some of these guys are probably maybe not up to par. They really not up to par. But when you let them know about it, man, the first thing they're going to do after so much of that, they're going to go find somebody who's going to make them feel good about themselves. You know what I'm saying? That's just what guys do, man. They want to feel good about themselves. They want they want to impress their lady. And when they can't impress their lady, man, and they lady steady beating them down, and you need to do this and you need to do that, and a lot of that stuff, the ladies are right. These guys are not on point. They're not on point with their finances. They're not on point with their health. You know what I'm saying? They're not on point with how they run in the house. They're not on point, with how they take care of business. They're not on point with it. But what that'll do is, I don't know what's the remedy to it, but what that'll do is it'll make these guys find something out there that's going to bring them up instead of beating them down, so to speak. You know what I mean? So it's a really sticky situation because, a lot of time the ladies are not wrong. They're just trying to tell them, but they steady constantly telling them, you need to do this, you need to do that. Why you ain't doing this? Why you ain't doing that? Man. And then it'd be that other one out there. That's not, bro. That's not. And that's all she's saying, man. That's all she's saying.
That's a slippery slope.
It is. How do you fix that? How do you if you the ladies, do you just let this guy go? The lovely, do you just let this guy go? and
Do
let
you
him,
finesse? Do
you
you
know what I'm
finesse
saying?
everything you tell him?
Do you, yeah, I mean, if you feeling a certain way, do you
Like filter it in a way? Or
filter it? Do you, like BJ saying, do you finesse it? Do you, I mean, is it a way to tell him to not just crush him? Or do you just let him go and let him
Ah,
find somebody else who is gonna deal with it? You know what I'm saying?
yeah, that one's definitely a question for the ladies on how they communicate that without emasculating them. But
Emasculate.
yeah, I agree on the first part of it, of the emasculation part. I agree. I it's funny because what were they on that show?
The View, I think. Is that the View?
It's either the View or something, but basically women with options, women with power, women with money sitting around a table talking, right? And you
Yeah,
heard when
those ladies got a little bread. Yeah.
right, and you heard when she started talking about that, they were like, "Oh, nah," you know. But these
Mm-hmm.
are women in power, so you know.
Shit, man, I've heard it's powerless women that will let their dudes have
No, no, no,
it.
I know, but I'm saying, like, it seemed like it was all of them in disagreement. Not that's a small sample size. Not trying to say that most women in power do that, but I think wouldn't that be the assumption that um most women that are below the average man or in like finances and power would allow him to be the man in the relationship and in those conversations versus like a woman above the average man in like finances and power? Maybe she would sit him down more often. I don't know. That's the assumption, right?
You would think so, man, but there's a lot of ladies who are trumping their dudes in money, and they still allow. Well, now I'm not gonna say allow, but they still
Allow me.
they still kind of give way and let the guy still have the final say so.
You got to give them a medal if they're able to do that.
There's a lot of them that do it, man, and
Got to salute them.
they're making more bread and are in more powerful positions, but they're allowing these guys to still, um, yeah,
Got to
yeah.
salute them.
You the man, and you need to lead. You need to lead, man, for real. It's not a lot, but
What's he leading though? Is he leading? Yeah.
he's leading the house. He gets to say so on what, when. Yeah,
What's I mean, if she's
as
paying
far as finances and stuff.
so leading her finances,
Yeah, I mean they're one. It's one.
that you really got to give her a medal.
Yeah, it's
You
one.
really got to
She's
give her a
dumping.
medal.
Yeah, man, it's a lot of ladies like that that's dumping when you're coupled up and stuff and married and stuff like that, it's one pot. But
Really got
she's hers, she brings in her 20,000 a month, and he brings in his
eight
you know,
hundred. I'm joking.
8,000 a month.
I'm joking.
And so
800. He's not even homeless because homeless.
now I mean, he's doing what he can, but he's not doing what some of the ladies. Yeah, it's a lot of that out there, and you got some ladies that's
Yeah.
whatever he say. If I want
Hmm.
something, he say, it's not the right time. Then hey, it's not the right time.
So so she's like, "Hey, I want this new tub. I want to renovate the house." And he goes, "Nah, we're not doing that."
Now let's pay off. Um, let's pay off the Discover card first.
And she's like, "Why don't I do both? I got it."
Well, we don't need to exalt our funds like that. We're not in a hurry. Let's just pay off the Discover card. We work a little bit more, maybe another month or so. Then we go ahead and grab the tub.
Okay. And she so
And
you're saying she wouldn't say, I'm tired of you,
some would,
controlling my money.
some would. Those are the ones that when she said, "Man, I'm tired of you, man," or does it anyway. that's when he has somebody else that makes him that don't cross him up like that. That's exactly what she was just saying. Because you're gonna have some there's oh man, I want to design the bathroom. Well, babe, not right now. Let's pay off the Discover card first. Well, why? I mean, just cause I got a little system for us. It's been working. Let's pay the Discover card. Then that's gonna free up this, and then then we can go ahead and get that way. If we have some type of emergency, we ain't stressed out or nothing. I just got a little system that well, now I make the money and this and that. I want her now. He can't make her.
No.
He can't make her. So then that's when he just kind of throw his hands up and be like, God damn. But then he 9 times out of 10, he got, because that ain't the first time that's happened. So 9 times out of 10, somebody down the street that he only have to fight back and forth.
Down the street. I wish we knew the statistic on like how many relationships there are. I'm sure there's majority where across the world, majority where men lead and the decisions and stuff like that. But it would be interesting to see like the actual number and like different countries of like where women are leading or more voice in the relationship versus like men. And I think that'd be
it's not a lot. The lovely said, I agree with her. Cool. Bodine said, I think it's your presentation on how to speak to your spouse. You can say something and uplift them, but you can also say the same thing a different way and tear them down. Boom. You're absolutely right, cuz. The lovely say, filter. If it's not that serious, let it go. But filter if it's something that needs to be addressed. So the lovely say, it ain't really worth holding on too tied up, but if it needs to be addressed, just address it with a filter. Know how to say it. Same thing Bodine said. Irv said, men just want to be respected and feel wanted. I mean, it's simple, man.
Women do too, I guess.
It's simple.
Guess that's everybody.
Yeah, ladies want to too, man. Ladies want to also. It's just what she was saying to me is right, man. And if you long as you respect him, even if you don't agree, like Bodine says, just the way you present it, then he'll look over. But if you kind of let him have it, and I don't know why you tripping. Hell, I'm the one bringing in the money.
Ooh, that's a hard one to come back from. Hey,
that's a gut punch, ain't it, dog?
Oh yeah, and I'm sure there's a longer clip of that TV show that they were on. Mm-hmm. What do you think the other woman's argument was against that?
Well, I think the Braxton chick, you see how she was,
yeah.
cut off. But I think that the twin, I can't remember her name.
Something Maori, something.
Yeah,
Tia
I think she agreed with her.
Okay.
Yeah, because she was like, she said something about you need to respect what she's saying. She said something, I heard her say something about I think the Braxton chick was the only one just kind of like, she's about to get going.
But I wonder what her argument would have been like. Oh, nah, he doesn't need any help.
She said something about fake feelings.
Fake feelings.
So basically, I think she was saying, so I'm just supposed to fake it with him if I don't really.
Like what I was saying.
Yeah.
Finesse everything she says to him.
Yeah. And if you familiar with, she used to have her, her shows with her and her sisters. And a couple of times, man, she was caught disrespecting her guy, her husband at the time, a couple of times.
She's a repeat offender.
Yeah. So it's I wanted to know what y'all thought about that video. Like I said, I think that she said that years ago, man. Mm-hmm. But I think she's right, man. You can't tear the weakest guy down if you're a lady and expect him not to go somewhere where he feel where somebody make him feel like a man. Men just want to be made felt like men, and they just do.
Yeah. You think that's a possibility? Why would she be with the weakest though? If she's, in that position?
Well, I think a lot of ladies maybe it didn't start off that way, because a lot of guys, if they not making a certain amount of money, man, or if they not in a position they once was in, they'll fold up, man. It's rare that you have the cats to get knocked down and know how to get back up. A lot of time cat get knocked down, man, he just be down. And then everything just goes down. His self-esteem, his confidence, everything. You know what I'm saying? And then if his lady is dogging him out, also, he on edge at that point.
Yeah.
He on edge until he finally finds somebody you know, who make him feel like he on top of the world. And
I hear you.
you'll know because he might start building himself back up. She may start building him back up to what he used to be. Until he go back home. Then the lady kicking him in the ass. Get your ass out of here.
Oh.
Kicking him in the ass. That's a disrespect move when somebody kick you in the butt.
Last comment on that. If I was with a more powerful woman and she still moved to the side on things to allow me to stretch my man influence and to lead decisions, if she took a step back to to kind of, I won't say but compromise on leadership, I'd probably love her even more.
Yeah.
Than a woman that is, lower and kind of status, finances, all that, but if she's higher and then she still allows me and she puts me on that pedestal. Oh yeah, I feel like I probably feel like a 7-year-old on my dad's shoulders.
Right.
on my or
She
mom's
make you
shoulders.
feel like a man.
Right.
Yeah.
Whoa.
And I mean, nobody should have to make you, but you wanna make your lady proud.
Yeah.
See, a lot of ladies don't understand. Men just want to make them proud, man. You know what I mean? They want to make them proud. They want to make, before they make anybody proud, they want to make their lady proud. And ladies don't understand that, man. When they, you know what I'm saying, especially when the cat trying and he trying and she steady, we get almost to the top of the building, and she kind of step on his fingers and he fall back down. Every time he get to the top, he kind of step on his fingers. But at the end of the day, he want to make his lady proud, man. Most of them do anyway. The lovely say Braxton, that husband left her for a white woman. Ooh. And she was very disrespectful to him. The white woman or the Braxton chick? Which one was very disrespectful?
I'm guessing Braxton to her husband.
Oh, okay.
I think she's agreeing with you. I think.
No, okay.
About Braxton being that way, a repeat offender.
Right.
Wow.
Yeah.
And that's also what you said, something about the dude's just gonna go find someone that makes him feel good, makes him feel better, makes him
That's
feel
it,
manly.
man. That's it. Dudes just want to feel manly, man. Especially if they think they taking care of business, which most guys think they are. You got some bull jive guys who want to be taken care of, but the men who are trying to take care of their business, man, they just want to. I got a question. This is a question right here for all the ladies that's listening. The lovely, my sister Bosh, if you still listening, if you got made 200,000 a year, let's say you got made $220,000 a year, and you made 50,000 or 60 to 65, let's say 70,000 a year. Would you, if he wanted you to, quit your job? If he said, I want you to quit your job, help me run my business.
Should.
How many ladies would do that? I'm curious to know. How many ladies, if you made 65, 70,000 a year, but your dude made 200 plus 220,000 a year, and he said, hey, I'm building something special. You wasting time over there with that 60, 70,000 a year. I'll pay you 70,000 a year plus. if you quit your job and you just work with me? How many? I'm curious to know how many ladies would do it.
Yeah, me too. I think she should though. I think if he's making 4 times how much she's making and she's capable of helping, I think it comes down to just how much he cares about him at that point. I don't even think that's an independent thing because, I mean,
You think that's a care thing?
I think that's a care thing. I don't think that's an independence thing
I
because
think
she
it's an
can have her
independent thing. You saying if she don't?
if she doesn't. Yeah.
I think okay. We'll explain.
Well, because if it was an independence thing, I feel like as a smart, intelligent woman trying to be independent, she would realize that she could be just as independent helping him than as if she was, probably more so than, you know, making 60,000 working for someone else. She'd probably have more free time, or more brain power, more, I don't know, probably more satisfied in order to focus on her independence. I mean, unless she's already doing her own thing, she's got her own business making 60,000 a year or something, and it's growing. Then that's different. That's how I feel. What about you?
No, I think that if they don't, then it's definitely an independence thing because when you making most time you ain't making 6,000 a year, you got your own business. That if you making 60,000 or 70,000 a year and you just got your own business, then you need to go back to the drawing board because you're not making any money. But I think if you do that and he's paying you 70 plus a year, there's gonna be some things that exceed what she make that she's gonna want that now he may have the opportunity to question.
Hmm.
You know what I mean? Like,
Okay.
versus she got her own bank account, she got her own, which she'll still keep her own bank account, but
Right.
when you doing your own thing, there's just a bit more freedom that some of the stuff you can get
Yeah.
off into versus if you're working from him, you're not gonna have that same freedom.
Well, then maybe it's a combination. Maybe it's trust. Maybe it's just how much she trusts him to fully take care of her. Because she had her own job and she was still with him,
Right.
paying her own stuff, get her own thing whenever she wants, have her own money, her own
Yeah.
privacy.
I own everything. Yeah.
Yeah. And, if they split, she would just get her own spot or whatever because she makes enough to get an apartment. So,
Mhm.
yeah, maybe it's a combination of independence and care. Maybe it's trust.
Right. And that's only if the lady says no, I wouldn't do it. I stay on my job.
Yeah.
But I should say she would. That money come back in her house and not to another employee. So she's saying she would work with her husband. The lovely said proud, being proud goes both ways. I don't really know what she's talking about.
Wait a minute. Varshree made a good point. Is he saying in this scenario, is the husband going to pay the wife or she's just going to help?
No, he's gonna pay her.
Oh, yeah, I think
Yeah.
that's a care thing. I don't think that has anything to do with independence. I think that's a care thing.
I don't know.
Because she's still making her own money. It's just now her husband's paying her.
Now her husband paying. Yeah, that was the scenario. The husband is making 200 plus a year, but he needs help.
Mm-hmm.
Who better to help her than somebody who already knows his business because she's in the house with him.
Right.
And she makes about 60 or 70. And he says to her, hey, I need you to quit your job and you just come work with me, because I need your help, da, da, da. And I was just curious to know how many ladies would actually quit their job, that they're been working on for 10, 15 years and say, hey, I'm going to go work with my husband, da, 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 da. And you and I was discussing if they don't, what would be the reason that they don't? You saying it's a care thing. I don't know. I don't know. You may be on to something. I think it's a little bit of
Could
all of that.
could be yeah, it could be a mixture, could be different for every woman, but like I'm just gonna be flat out and say if he's making 300,000 a year, he's gonna slide 60,000 your way to cover your job. You can quit, you can work for him, and you don't do it. I'm just gonna say you don't really care about him that much. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
I mean, okay, maybe she likes her job. Okay, maybe that. Maybe she really, really enjoys her job. Okay, I don't know. I doubt it, but maybe.
I mean, for 70,000, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Like I said, I wish the ladies would chime in. I appreciate Bosh for chiming in. But I don't know. I don't see why they wouldn't though. You?
I don't see why they want it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Unless they're just like, nah, this mofo, I'm not doing that. He gonna stiff me or
Yeah.
something, or he's not good to work with.
Yeah.
Nah, or
He too demanding.
uh-huh.
When I go to my job, I don't do nothing but I don't do nothing. I
And he
clock
gonna have me
in.
up all day talking about why haven't you done this?
Yeah. That may be
That's
it right there.
independence, huh? Dang,
That's
that comes
independence,
back.
man. Yeah. The lover said depends on if you believe in him or not. And my answer would be yes if I believed in him. But if I didn't believe in him, I would not do it. Hell, you already make 300,000 a year. What is the not believing? I ain't saying he's just getting started. He making 300,000 a year. He just need help. And he rather you help him than hiring somebody else.
I guess he's just another schmuck making 300,000.
Just another Trump make 300,000 a year. But a lot of times, man, people like that, they don't really want to work with their spouses, dude.
Yeah.
That's the time they get to be away from their when they at work.
And you need time away.
You need time away, yeah. So that's the thing too. Then you may have a little work husband, that you wouldn't get to see no more. Unless you start going out, then y'all may already have a little scheme where, not a scheme, but already a little setup where y'all go to happy hour on Wednesdays or Thursdays. Can't do that no more because you working with this chump.
No, man. Your husband can't go out with the work husband anymore because you're working with a husband.
The lovely said, what if he didn't pay her, just all the money comes in the one household? Now, okay, BJ, how would you deal with that? Would you just pay her a salary, or would you just give her access to all of the account?
I'd ask her. I'd give that option to her.
Mm-hmm.
The first option would be to pay her a salary because I want her to, feel comfortable. But I mean, if I am open, if I trust her that much to just share the account, then we probably already started sharing it before anyways. So she might as well, just continue doing it fully without limit, or with reasonable limit.
You know what I'm saying? See, because of what you just said, I think it'd just be easier to just go ahead and pay a salary. Like I said, pay her whatever she's making, or you put a little bit more on it. You was making 70,000 on the job, I'm gonna give you 90. I'm gonna give you 90. You know what I'm saying?
But technically, no, that is too much because that's too much accounting. If y'all share the same account, then you gotta, she spent close to 60,000 this year. She spent close to 70,000. Gotta cap her, and you gotta keep track of all that. Yeah. I think salary.
And see then when she's not gonna know the whole operation. Mm-hmm. Nobody knows the whole operation. Pretty much. Like even he probably won't know a lot of the accounting part of it. You know what I'm saying? He probably will know more of the operation part of it. But that's another thing. When you bringing all the money into a business account, then he has to be accounted for, bringing more out than he's putting out. You know what I'm saying? So once you get too many people in one account and they just feel, because you still don't, I wouldn't even want my lady to be, hey, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. Can I do this? Can I do that? that's not cool.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's not cool. Hey, I want to get some shoes. Is it okay if I go get some money out? Nah, man, we ain't doing that. You know what I mean? You grown. You know, so you get your 90,000 a year.
Yep.
And then that's what it is. The rest of this stuff, I'm gonna keep running like we've been running.
I mean, unless that just works for them. She comes and asks daddy for his money all the time, but I would be bothered. I'd be like, do not ask me. Just go get it.
Yeah, and then but like I said, she may be I didn't know, I want to be sure, you know what I'm saying? Because if she don't know, she don't know. And a lot of times businesses are up and down. So there may be a time where the business is not doing so well.
Yeah.
And he's like, damn, we gotta tighten up our belts, man. And she like, oh, I wanted to go get some I wanted to go get some new red bottoms or whatever, And he like, hey man, no damn red bottom now.
The lovely said, "You reading my comments too late." Was that more on time? Hey, real quick, do you think that the wife would have more empathy towards the ups and downs of the business if she was working for the husband? Think she'd care more?
I don't.
You think she'd still want them shoes?
I don't know if she would still want the shoes, but I do know she wouldn't care more because she's just working. That wasn't her vision.
Oh, good one. Yeah.
She's just working, man. She's just working a job. This ain't nothing that I created. This ain't nothing that God blessed me with. This is just a job.
So
she's gonna look at it as a job.
You'd have to almost bring her in as a partner to get her to care for it.
And then even then, if that's not, see, if it's not embedded in you, man, it's hard to care as much. It's hard to care as much if you're not embedded in it, and you just it just is, man. And it took me a long time to realize that. You know what I'm saying? That everybody's not gonna believe in what you believe in because God didn't put it in them.
Yeah,
He only put it in you, and that's anybody. That's your spouse. That's your guy. That's your gal. That's whoever.
And that's how leaders are formed, though.
Yeah.
None of the disciples or none of the followers have the full vision,
right?
Or and maybe even part of it. They might just be following instruction.
That's it. And they just may follow you to a certain part, and then they may get off once they faith run dry, and they get off. But when you instill this vision, man, you're gonna ride it to the wheels fall off. And you can't get mad at somebody else when they say, well, I don't know, I don't see it. You know what I mean?
I wish I knew more Bible stories, because I would have made a cold reference to a story. Oh yeah, when Jesus walked across the water and Job, I don't know,
Yeah.
Man, I would have made a cold reference.
Yeah. The lover said, what if he didn't pay her just okay, I read that one. You reading my comment? What Basha said she would want her salary. Yeah, and that's what I would want to do is give, you know what I'm saying? Hey man, write yourself, you
take
pay,
it.
Yeah, pay yourself every week, pay yourself.
Let's not play around with it. There you go.
Right. That's how that works, man. That's how that works.
I can't lie though. I think I'd probably want to pay her like quarterly or something. Like not even a normal like weekly every 2 weeks. I pay her like monthly or quarterly.
I don't like anybody doing any work not getting paid.
She getting paid.
How's she getting paid?
She getting paid monthly, quarterly. Yeah, that's a lot of money.
Yeah. I mean, if she agreed to it, then you know what I mean? But if she used to working on her job, getting paid every week, it's gonna be hard for her to start getting paid quarterly. What?
Every 3 months, make about 15,000, 20,000.
Yeah, that may be.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, about 5,000 a month. Yeah.
And plus, it's not like she's gonna feel unpaid. She's gonna be going on all the dinners, all the dates. She's with me, so we gon' all the
Mm-hmm.
vacations and all that. Don't
Yeah.
got to spend none of it. And then in 3 months, boom, look. I mean,
You
who doesn't want to see that type of increase?
you get 17,000 in your account.
Yeah. And
Mm-hmm.
and she'll probably even forget, be like, why this jump into my account? Girl, you
Yeah.
forgot you work for me? Come on, you know I'll take care of you.
You got budget, man. You got budget well. You got to be a good budgeter
Oh yeah, for sure.
to do that. You know what
Yeah,
I'm
to
saying?
to drop that out of your account into someone else's
Oh yeah,
quarterly. Yeah. Oh yeah.
yeah. That's yeah. That's yeah. You gotta really know how to budget to do that one, partner.
Sheesh.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Keep their money on the
So
side.
mm-hmm. So hey, look, man, great show, man. I appreciate you, brother. Way to bring the funk. We just jumped in this one with both legs, man. We appreciate everybody for joining us tonight. We had a great time. Y'all keep rolling with us, keep rocking with us. We getting bigger and better, like Chris Rock.
Follow.
And
Oh, I just saw him stand up. That was funny. Follow us on TikTok at Front7Rush. We trying to get to 1,000, right? 1,800.
thousand.
1,000. Trying to get to 1,000 so that we can go live
Yeah,
on TikTok.
yeah.
LIVE on the TIKTOK.
Boom. Straight like that. Yeah. So listen, y'all come back and holler at us Wednesday. Until then, we'll holler.